Hey, John.
Hey, Eric. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Happy
How was,
post-Thanksgiving.
yes, how was your Thanksgiving holiday?
It was good. It was really good. I enjoyed the time off,
Yeah,
and I totally took the
same.
time off, which it was awesome.
Good.
Um,
Yeah,
Good having the whole
same
family
here.
together,
Nice.
and we didn't go anywhere. Like I know you were gone when
We
we
were
recorded
over the
last
river and
week.
through the woods. Yeah,
Yep, yep. Um,
grandma's
but
house.
how was the pumpkin pie?
The pumpkin pie and the two slices that I had slathered in whipped cream were fantastic. Well worth it.
That's awesome.
Non-trivially sized slices and enough whipped cream to make a Santa Claus beard should I have wanted to go that far.
I I will not judge, cannot judge. It would be very much inappropriate for me to judge anyone because
Uh,
I think yeah. And I've like totally trained my kids like ludicrous amounts of whipped cream on
yes,
on their
exactly.
pies.
Exactly.
What's else? But yeah. So I although I must say, so my wife used some of the last apples that we got from our trees to make not a pumpkin pie.
Mm,
Used apples to make an apple pie, uh,
okay.
and it was very delicious. So
Mm.
there might still be one piece up there. I don't know. I had a piece last night. It was very good. I was
Unfortunately,
very
I
happy.
couldn't bring any of the leftover pumpkin pie on the plane home with me, so I might have to acquire another
There you
pumpkin
go.
pie for Christmas coming up here.
Costco will have them all season long.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So
I am tempted to do the buy it, slice it, freeze it approach, and then I can enjoy
I
pumpkin pie well into February.
I think why not? I think that it's a moral imperative to quote.
Well, when you phrase it that way, I think now I am in.
Yeah.
Costco pumpkin pie. Here I come.
Gosh, now that the guy who played in Top Gun across from Tom Cruise.
Anthony Edwards.
Nope, nope. The other guy, the other pilot.
Oh, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Thank you.
Yes, Val
I was
Kilmer.
trying to quote
Yes.
Val Kilmer in Real Genius, but I lost. I lost his name though. But
Yeah.
it's a moral imperative.
Yes.
It's a moral
Real
imperative.
Genius was a fantastic movie.
Yes, 100,
Uh,
100%. So, all right. Well, that was good.
Speaking of movies,
Oh, you saw a bunch of movies?
yeah. So speaking of movies, it's one of the things we do over Thanksgiving is try to find some good movies, and it's been harder and harder lately to find good movies to go see. But there is a new, I guess you'd call them the Knives Out movie. Knives Out was the first one,
Yeah, yeah. I watched both of
and
those
then there was
and
Glass
Glass
Onion.
Onion.
There is a new one called Wake Up Dead Man, which is my second favorite Knives Out movie.
Okay. You
Mostly
liked the
because
first one.
I like the
I
first one the
assume that
best,
was really good.
and then the third one, and then not that the second, not that Glass Onion was bad. It's just if I had to rank them, that's how I'm ranking them.
Okay.
My quibble with this latest one is it's too long. They could have easily cut out half an hour
Oh, really?
and wouldn't have affected the story at all. Like it's an hour before Benoit Blanc shows up. And I don't recognize him because he has long hair and a beard in this one.
Oh?
And his accent is not as thick as it is in the other ones.
Hmm.
So Daniel Craig kind of phoned it in
This
on this
is
one a little bit.
oh,
I felt like.
interesting. He didn't ham it up
No, he did not ham it up like he did
as
in the
much.
other one.
Okay. Okay.
But anyways, it
Okay.
was good, and we saw Zootopia 2 with nieces and the other folks in the family that enjoy animated movies, and it was actually good.
Okay.
A nice story. It was fun. It was fun to go see that too. So those are the two movies I saw. The girls also went and saw the Wicked Part 2, whatever that is. I need to see Part 1 before I watch Part 2, I think. But
Uh, I yeah, I think you should see part one. I
Yeah.
haven't seen part one or part two, but hey, I think one comes before two. I will say, so believe it or not, I actually watched a movie over the Thanksgiving break
Really?
because my
Not on
son,
YouTube?
no, my
Okay.
son brought home a friend, and during, I think it might even have been during Thanksgiving dinner, there was like a comment made about like Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and I was like, of course it is.
Of course it is.
And the young gentleman was, I think, the one that made the comment, and I was like, oh, so do you like the movie? He's like, I've actually never seen it, and I was like, all right, so stop. We'll fix that.
We can
We
fix
we
that.
we can fix that. So we watched Die Hard. It might have been Friday. I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, but
Sure.
so yeah, we watched Die Hard, and it
Okay.
holds up. It totally holds up. It totally holds up. There's
uh,
so many quotes in there that are
yeah.
just continue to be quotable.
Mm-hmm.
So um, so I watched a movie.
That
Um, yeah.
okay.
The other thing I did. So I think this was Wednesday because I think this was the day before Thanksgiving. Um, because we had Wednesday off, and I was like, oh well, maybe I'll donate blood if there's a blood drive somewhere, and it turns out there was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at that pinball place that's over near the airport, which I've never been to. But I really forget how much I love pinball.
Mm.
And so it turned
Mm-hmm.
out that after you donated blood, they like it was literally they were taking the blood in. I'm not sure how hygienic it was, to be honest. Like
it, it was the red diagonal group instead of the red cross.
yeah, 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 exactly. Um, but whatever, there was this little room inside. I've never been in there before, but anyway, so they give you the wristband and say go back here, and blah blah blah. They pull you
Mm-hmm.
in, and then afterwards, I cornered one of the workers there. I was like, can I play? And they were like, oh yeah, totally. How about go out? And I was like, okay. So I spent an hour playing, a couple pinball games that I have loved in my time,
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, "Oh, this is totally awesome."
I will give blood
And
again if you're
and
here.
and given, yeah, yeah, and I have to say, so I was like, because I've considered buying a couple of these games that I just love those games, but I sort of did the math in my head. I'm like, I could come here hundreds and hundreds of times for the price of one of those pinball games. So I, I
Yeah.
think I think
Yeah. Yeah.
this should be I should outsource that,
Mm-hmm.
um, and
Mm-hmm.
and go. I fun fact. I actually did own a pinball game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of the things that I did like not long after I finished grad school, you get a real job, you get a house, you get a car,
Mm-hmm.
start adulting in like legit. And I was working for HP at the time, and I was like, what I need to spend my money on is a pinball game. So I did, and I wasn't like super expensive, but it was a Phantom of the Opera pinball game.
Okay.
Um, I don't remember what year it was, but it must have been mid '80s, and it was awesome. I loved it. I really enjoyed pinball. I would if you and or any of our other friends want to go play pinball, I am totally in at this point. Um,
I will give you a fun fact, maybe not so fun. I don't think I have ever played pinball. I have seen the machines. I'm pretty sure I've never dropped a quarter in a machine and done it. I mean, I've seen the video games, like I've
yeah,
never done an actual physical pinball machine. Just not
that is something that could be rectified.
like Die Hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like you're missing something in your life. Um, so okay, that's an interesting fact.
All right.
I won't say fun. That's interesting. Um,
Uh,
so bad thing that happened. So this at some point in time this week, it must have been like Friday or something like that. We go to the store, and my wife opens the back of my car, like the hood,
yeah.
hatch goes up, and water comes pouring out.
From
She's
where?
like, from inside the car, inside the inside of the back of the hatch. where it should not water.
That's
I,
not where water's
I
supposed to be.
I stopped by the Ford dealer and I was like, look at this, and he's like, you have a water ingress problem. I'm like,
That's
I
a
do,
mighty big word for
I
the
do.
actual issue here.
So I'm like, I need it fixed, please. And I mean, should be totally under warranty. So
Yeah.
I do not have a car at the moment.
Mm,
So and he actually
okay.
called me tonight and was like, sorry, our water person, what, is on vacation, and so your car hasn't been
Water person.
evaluated yet. He's like, I went out and did it a little bit, because I used to do that when I was a mechanic. I'm like, okay. He's like, I think it's up here, but we don't know yet. I'm like, okay. He's like, we'll definitely look at it tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Like, nothing you're giving me is actionable information that I could use other than you're keeping my car for longer. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was like,
Oh.
I need this fixed. And I had noticed for a couple of days that the backup camera was kind of flashing. I'm like, I'm
Mm,
betting water.
mm.
I'm
Uh,
betting, I'm
Result of a
betting,
water ingress issue.
I'm betting not happy water issues. So
Mm. Water and electricity, not usually good friends.
also, it does not get parked inside, and we live in Oregon.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
water.
Water.
Well, something bad that did not happen to me. I told you, or I mentioned a couple weeks ago about how my daughter, we set up a Minecraft server and it's running
Oh
in
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
basement now.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I have it locked down to only certain users can log into it. And when we went on vacation, I thought, well, I will forward an SSH port so that if I need to add new users to the machine while I'm gone, like nieces or other family members that want to play, I can just SSH in
Ah,
to my
you're
machine.
happy showing up on Shodan at the moment.
Clearly I did because every 2 minutes I came home and looked at the logs because I started getting these notifications because I have it set up to alert me with things. And I turned off notifications because every 2 minutes my Synology said, we have blocked an IP address for 10 wrong password attempts. And the
Uh-huh.
usernames and the log showed the username of the person that tried to log in, or probably bot,
Okay.
more
Oh
accurately,
yeah.
the bot that tried to log in. It's admin, tried to log in as admin, supervisor, nobody, FTP user, Unity, guest, username, config, default user, core, unknown test, git, support, operator, boss, squid, tomcat, bin, oracle, mysql, postgres, pi, ubuntu, centos, orange pi, blank, media, camera, peter, john, david, antonio, mark, roberto, marcel, hunter, qwerty, and potato. Those were all names that tried to log in via SSH to my.
Do you have a Pareto?
I should. I don't, but I should. There's like, apparently there are a lot of people named Antonio, enough that a bot said, you know what we should try? Antonio.
Antonio. Marcel.
Marcel. It's
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
popular in some.
Admin.
Anyways,
Sure.
yeah. But I just thought it was funny. And tons, like hundreds and hundred thousands, because every 2 minutes. And came from a different IP address every time. So go gadget bots. All right, we should
All right. Okay. I put something in follow up
all right.
because I saw the Shai-Hulud is
The worm.
back. The
Mm.
worm. Worm. uh, so there's the Register article in here that says, according to the security Boffins, I had to look up what Boffin is.
I didn't think it was a complimentary term.
It seemed pejorative. I thought it was pejorative, but it's. I mean, like if you look up the definition, it says a person with knowledge or a skill considered to be complex, arcane, and difficult. He had a reputation as a tax boffin, a learned lawyer. Anyway, I thought it was anyway. Clearly a UK euphemism.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Anyways,
according to
these security boffins.
the security boffins at Wiz, who uncovered the second coming of the Shai-Hulud campaign,
Oh,
more than
jeez.
25,000 developers had their secrets compromised within 3 days.
Mm.
And there was a big postmortem by Post Hog, one of the package maintainers, that was impacted because they had a bunch of packages compromised because they had a pre-install script or the pre-install
Mm-hmm.
script that ran automatically when the software was installed, and it runs truffle hog, scans for credentials, exfiltrated any secrets to public GitHub repositories, and
Mm.
it says that a malicious pull request to PostHog's repository triggered an automation script that ran with full project privileges. Because the workflow blindly executed code from the attacker's branch, the intruder seized control, exfiltrated the bot's personal access token, which had write permissions across the organization, then used that token to commit new malicious code.
Oof.
Armed with those stolen credentials, the attacker deployed a workflow to harvest all GitHub secrets, including the NPM publishing token. That token was then used to push the Trojanized SDKs to NPM, completing the immortal worm in your dependency tree. So the final thing I pulled out of this was, if this is a direct quote, if this postmortem sounds uncomfortably familiar, that's because it is. Bots with big permissions, workflows doing jobs on autopilot, and dependencies updating with the enthusiasm of an intern who definitely didn't read the docs. Turns out that's all a worm really needs. So
There you go.
yowza. So there you go.
Okay.
And Shai-Hulud lives again.
Well, until part 3.
Exactly. There you go.
All right. So the article I brought this week, Calendly. Are you familiar with
Calendly. Yep.
Calendly? It's a
I actually had to set something up with Calendly literally a couple of days ago.
yeah. So it's an
So
online
yes.
scheduling platform.
Yep.
You can
Makes it pretty easy.
send a calendar invite to whomever, and then the recipient clicks the link and picks the time slot, and hey, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently there is an ongoing phishing campaign that is impersonating popular brands like Unilever, Disney, MasterCard, Uber, with Calendly themed lures to steal Google Workspace and Facebook business account credentials. So the
Mm-hmm.
attack starts, the threat actor impersonates a recruiter for a well known brand, and then sends a fake meeting invitation to the target. In the article, it actually has a sample of what the fake invitation would look like. Hey, we seek talent to combine strategic insights with exceptional qualities reflected in your leadership at wherever you are. Your achievements are transformative. We want to blah blah blah. There is an opportunity here at brand X for, would you like a conversation? Please click the calendar link, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a phishing email and believed to have been crafted using AI tools because, of course, and when the victim clicks the
Semi-targeted.
link, yeah, they're taken to a fake Calendly landing page that presents a CAPTCHA, followed by a phishing page that attempts to steal the visitor's login credentials and session information. So
Interesting. Yeah.
beware of unsolicited Calendly calendar meeting invite links.
Interesting.
That's all I got for you today.
Ooh. Yeah. Brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're not actually on Calendly, but people might not notice.
Nope.
Because nope. Why would you? Why would you? Why would you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. My topic, or
Mm-hmm.
my actual topic. We talked about Rust just
Uh-huh.
last week, wasn't it?
I think
For
so.
something else.
Memory safety.
Yes, memory safety, but I forgot. Oh, it was in the context of Google's sharing.
Oh, that's right.
With on Google implemented
Between right,
the sharing for between iOS and Android
right.
using
That's right.
Rust. Anyway,
Right.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, we just talked about something Rust lately, but so cybersecurity researchers discovered a malicious Rust package
Oh,
related to cryptocurrency, but with multi-platform capabilities, because
why not?
Rust developers are polyglots. No, what would you say when you're there? They might be on Windows, they might be on Linux, they might be on Mac OS.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to do a piece of Rust malware or a malicious Rust stealer, eh, like use the platform you find yourself on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's related to Ethereum. So
Okay.
it's trying to intercept or steal cryptocurrency. And also, very interestingly, it appears to alter its behavior depending on if the antivirus from Kihu 360 is installed. So
Huh.
it means the implication in the stated in the article at least is that it's likely targeted in China,
Right.
where this is a common antivirus
Mm-hmm.
software, and so and it appears to be not that it only works here with or without Kihu installed. It appears to alter its behavior if it detects that Kihu is running, presumably to avoid detection.
Mm.
So, uh, and it was deployed in a package that was wound up being included in another other I think semi popular package. But anyway, both of the packages, the base one, which was a basically an Ethereum virtual machine helper tool that appears. So the Rust crate was named EVM units, and
Mm.
one of the functions in it was to get the version of the Ethereum um, virtual machine. So get underscore EVM underscore version. And when that method is called, and it sounds like it might wind up being called in a pre or an install script as well, the uh, package will reach out to a malicious URL, download a payload, depending on the operating system that
Mm-hmm.
it finds itself running on. So, and it says EVM units was uploaded to Crates IO in mid-April, so quite a while ago, and has gotten over 7,000 downloads since then. Um, and then another package that was actually created by the same author, Uniswap Utils, listed EVM units as a dependency, so I wound up getting to download it there, which got another 7,400 or so downloads. So both packages have been removed at this point. But um, the function seems to work. It does say that the package appears to return the Ethereum version number, so the victim's none the wiser. But the so on Linux, it downloads a script into temp init, runs it in the background with a no-hup command.
Mm.
Mac OS downloads a file called init and runs it using OSA script. And on Windows, it downloads and saves the payload as a PowerShell script in the temp directory, and then checks for whether or not Kihu is running to decide how to execute it. But
Mm.
interesting use of Rust, interesting more crypto,
Yeah.
currency, targeted attacks, package management. This combines all the things, and then also a little bit of evasion, product specific evasion,
Right.
which is interesting from a
Hmm.
geography location. So there you
Okay.
go. The comment, final thing I pulled out is it says this focus on Kihu 360, or is it Chihu, is a rare, explicit China focused targeting indicator because it's a leading Chinese internet company. It fits the crypto theft profile as Asia is one of the largest global markets for retail cryptocurrency activity.
Hmm. Well, that's where the money is. So,
There you go. There you go.
okay.
All right. How about something fun?
All right. So my something fun. Thanksgiving week, you get Black Friday where everybody tramples over each other to buy cheap TVs at Walmart. Cyber Monday is all the online stores trying to cash in on the idea, and then there's a thing called Giving
Giving
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
right?
Yes.
Which we're a little late for that, but I thought for my something fun, I would share some of the annual charities that we kind of do and things we do, right?
Okay.
Wikipedia, Let's Encrypt, the Oregon Food Bank. But what I'll link to here is a family favorite. They're called Light the World Giving Machines, and
Okay.
they're basically a vending machine where you can buy goats, chickens, food, clean water. And so it's a vending machine that has a bunch of global charities in it, like the Red Cross, UNICEF, Mentors International, Water Aid, a number of church charities, and you can go buy stuff, rather than go to the Red Cross website and go there. You just they're usually in the malls around the world, and you can go buy whatever they have, and they got different things. So
Okay.
every year, I buy a goat and two chickens, and they give a goat and like they give livestock to people in developing countries, and each one of my kids picks something out that they want, usually food or clothing. There's health and medical services, so it's kind of a lot of fun because it's a one stop shop for a whole bunch of different kinds of charities in kind of a fun little vending machine. And they have people that kind of help you with the vending machine, and they'll take your picture and you can hold up what you bought, and they do a bunch of social media around it, and it's global, and it'll be in Portland at Washington Square Mall, so the mall down the street
Uh-huh.
from where you and I live, December 15th through January something. So
4th of January.
4th of January. So that'll be our fun little activity
Oh, that's
we've been
very
doing it
cool.
for 4 or 5 years now. And it just kind of shows up at this time of year. They kind of move them around, and it'll be in Washington Square Mall this year. So just more the general
Oh,
something fun
oh,
is
interesting.
this
Okay.
time of year. Think about, the Giving Tuesday
I
piece
I
and
love it.
donate to
Absolutely.
charities. So it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Um, I'm going to guess because I'm looking at their map on their website right now
Hmm.
that they had the machine in Eugene and then they're carting that machine up to Portland
I
because the
I'm
dates
pretty
in
sure you're
Eugene are
right.
the 22nd of November to the 14th of December, and the dates in Portland are the 15th of December through the 4th of January.
There
So
you go.
anyway,
I'm sure that's exactly what it is. So they kind of move these
that's
machines around. It's
that's
it's a
pretty cool.
fun way to have everybody
Okay.
together and donate to a
Ah,
bunch of charities, a one stop
that's
shop
awesome.
for charities. So it's kind of fun.
That's awesome. Okay, very
All right.
cool. Very cool. Well, that was a very generous and good something fun. Mine is not like that. Mine is Spores in Space.
Spores in space. Uh,
So this is a Smithsonian article
mm,
that evidently uh, there was an article published in Science or iScience. So the parts of the moss, P. patens, also known as spreading earth moss, can put up with being exposed to space. So most of the spores survived 9 months outside the International Space Station, putting P. patens among a small group of hardy species, including tardigrades, that are known to endure the out of this world environment. How cool! So how cool is that? So
oh, now I got to Google tardigrades.
oh,
Spores and tardigrades.
they're like little critters. I just remember they have like multiple legs,
Oh,
and they were in some Star Trek movie or something. Um,
the link in the article says tiny water bears.
mhm.
Huh.
They look.
They
Oh
look
yeah,
like
there's
little
a
bears. Tiny
yeah,
water bears. Oh, they do. There's a picture.
yeah.
That's and those will live in space. Those
Well,
look like
they will
Shai-Hulud.
survive in space. I don't know about living. Like I mean, yes, I guess living there. It's not like they exist
Expire.
in. Well, it's not like that's their natural environment. It's just
Sure.
that they can survive
They can tolerate
uh,
the
exposure.
yeah. Okay.
Um, but so I didn't. The
Hmm.
other another sentence I pulled out is that it says mosses were among the first organisms to start transitioning from a watery life to one on land 500 million years ago. Okay,
Okay.
So scientists sent hundreds of spore-containing structures to the ISS, and astronauts placed the moss tissues outside the orbiter in early March of 22, where it sat until late December, and then the samples returned to Earth in January of 2023. And it says 80% of the spores survived their time in space, and most of these germinated normally when
Mm.
grown in the lab, results
Hmm.
that, quote, genuinely astonished the research team.
I can't
Pretty,
imagine why.
pretty cool. And it says they maintained normal levels of chlorophyll, and that using the experimental data, researchers ran computer simulations that predicted the sporophytes could have endured up to 5,600 days, around 15 years in space.
Huh.
Just an estimate, obviously, since it's a simulation, presumably based on the degradation of the spores that they had. But how cool is that? There you go. So,
Wow.
so moss spores survived exposure to space.
Let's send them to Mars. And I don't
Little
know.
little little Kim Stanley Robinson.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly,
Um,
exactly. Red Mars,
yeah,
Green Mars, Blue Mars. I
exactly.
gotcha.
Those are great books.
Fantastic
Um,
books.
so
All right, very
okay,
cool, John.
all right. Welcome back.
Yeah,
And
welcome back.
just a few weeks till Christmas. It's going fast.
Yep.
So,
Speedy, speedy.
all right. Have a good night,
Have
Eric.
you too. Bye.
Bye.